That's Tyler you hear in the background there. And I'm Chris, aka Rufo Rooted Rockhound, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Tyler, aka Geode Cracker and Collector, and this is the Lapidary Lounge podcast. Welcome, y'all. So today, kick my tripod there. Today we're gonna get into talking about fluorescence and phosphorescence, and we're gonna show off a bunch of our goodies here that exhibit some of those sweet little glowy traits. And we're going to chat about why exactly they do that.
Got a couple glowy rocks out. Oh, wait till you guys see what I found hiding. I didn't even know I had.
Ooh, surprise goodie. All right.
It was in one of those old boxes, the old mineral collections.
Nice.
That was cool. I'm like, you know what? Let me pop into those. I haven't checked those out with UV light yet. Man, oh man.
Nice. Well, I guess we'll start out by saying hello and thank you to everyone who's been here for our live so far. And yes, this is live, so if you jump in the live chat, you can chat with us and we can respond to your questions. And hello to everyone here so far. We got Jackie, we got Julie with Banshee Mining. I saw LXR, we had Mia, and I thought I saw another, but yeah. It says 11 watching, so... Oh, now it says 6. 6 watching, 11 likes, so someone's lurking. There we go. We got Lene White has jumped in. Hello, hello.
Oh, hey, Lene.
There we go. And I don't have my mic in at the moment, so there might be a slight amount of feedback from time to time. Let me adjust that. Grab my mic.
Annie's lurking. Hey, Annie, how are you? What's going on, Banshee?
All right. Here we go. Pull this up on the computer. And so in our Discord, we've now got the room where you guys can all post in the show and tell, and I can now show off the goodies on the live stream, and we can talk about those from the show and tell chat. So if you've got anything you want to share on the stream today, you've got, over the next hour or so to get it before we talk about it at the end. And that's just in our Discord, and it's called Show Me the Pretties. It's a new room that I created. And Tyler's showing some pretties right there as a little teaser.
I don't know what it is. I have an idea, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I guess I'll show one of my little extras. Oh, there's LXR. He came back. Hello, hello. So here's a little something I found when I went and visited Utah either this year or last year. And it's when I went digging all the pyrite. And it's a rock full of pyrite. But what I didn't realize until I got it home was that I think it might be a sodalite. So it's a sodalite full of pyrite. So
yeah, there's a bunch of people still watching. Dustin's live, and so is Kyle.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm glad we make schedules.
So yeah, Tyler pointed out this is kind of like a euperlite, a pyrite euperlite, pyrolite. My own new type of sodalite, but with pyrite in it. And you can see the pyrite sparkles in there. That's all pyrite. It's a super druzy. We've got a few more migrating in. I see some numbers popping up. Numbers going up a bit there. But yeah, so today we're going to talk about fluorescence and phosphorescence, as I mentioned. And so I looked up a few little facts that I can share with y'all. Sorry, I was adjusting my light. And I'm going to share a bit with y'all about fluorescence and talk about that while I'm showing some of my rocks, and Tyler's going to show a lot of his stuff. He's got more phosphorescent stuff than I do, that's for sure. I've got a few little goodies here that have some nice phosphorescence, but I know some of those geodes he has are like amazing in their lingering glow. Some of my best goodies that glow are these opals here. So these opals you can see have a nice fluorescence, but when I pop the light off, watch the amount of time that the glow takes to go away. You can see that even with some daylight in the background. So yeah, that's pretty cool. once we get to that stuff, I'll get my big light turned off, and we'll be able to show them a little better. Hey, there's Lisa. Welcome in. And thank you to Lisa for being one of my Patreons. She joined in, and
Woo!
I guess because I had recorded most of the last video and all the Grand Canyon stuff, and forgot to go back and add in any of the mentions of the Patreons. But yeah, thank you, Lisa. I really appreciate that. So, let's see. Jackie says phone, TV, and laptop up. She's watching all the lives right now on all the different devices. Here, I'm gonna get rid of the bag. I know, I hate having bags. Look at all these little opal bits. Yeah. Where'd Tyler go? Is he off playing with his rocks in the corner?
Exactly what I was doing.
He's off playing with his rocks in the corner.
I'm adding more to the table. It's
he's getting crazy with it. Getting crazy with it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, I will start talking, I guess, about the fluorescence while Tyler's still grabbing some more goodies here. Look at the phosphorescence on that. It's got a nice little linger. That is some root beer onyx from Utah. Big old slab of it. That was courtesy of my uncle. He's got a really awesome connection for some of that. And so that's what it looks like slabbed up. Here's what a piece of it, small piece in the rough, looks like. And then here's what a piece polished up looks like. It takes an okay polish. Not the best. It is soft, like a calcite. I think it is a type of calcite onyx type banding. That's one of my cabs I had for sale on my table. So ignore the price tag. Yeah, it's got a pretty cool multicolored glow to it in the black light. Oh, look. So that maybe even like, that's pretty close to the same pattern. Probably made it off the slab right next to it. Look at that, the pattern like lines up. That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Hey, we got Tarnished Viking.
What up? What up? What up?
SC Loki made it in. Hello, hello.
Loki in the house too?
Yeah, let's see. So we've now, I took my eyes off chat for a minute. It says we've got Banshee, Jackie, LXR, Lisa, Lene White. I might be saying that wrong, actually. Greg just joined us. We got SC Loki, Skloki, and Tarnished Viking. Yeah, now my live chat's not loading. That's great. I've got to reload this page. I pulled up the participants page, and then my live chat went all haywire. So here's a little bit of notes I've got. Just showing you a little bit of what I wrote down on fluorescence that we can talk about today. So there's a lot of people, and probably the only thing I didn't learn, I learned a lot from just looking this up, but one of the few things I knew is that, fluorescence is emission of its absorption of electrons, and then it emits a longer wavelength of light. That's about all I really knew of fluorescence, and so I had to look stuff up before I could really talk about it anymore. And so, we use UV, and that's, well, yours is a 365 as well, right?
Yeah, 365 nanometers. What I use as well.
I want to get one of those 345s.
Oh, I need the other one too.
Yeah. So there's the different wavelengths of light, and I've got a little chart pulled up here that is probably above most anyone's pay grade here. And myself included, most of us probably won't really understand a lot of the jargon on the more complicated charts, so I found this much simpler one. And what it shows is starting down here is your baseline, your ground state. And when you shine a UV light on a rock, it absorbs, the UV spectrum, and it immediately emits. This is like in billionths of a second of time. It emits the fluorescence like instantly, and that's the light you're seeing being emitted coming out. So this is a little diagram showing that. But then you've got phosphorescence, and that's a slightly longer delay and a different type of excitation that lingers, and that's more what Tyler will talk about. But yeah, so fluorescence is just that instant reaction where anything from UV light to X-ray energy is absorbed, and it doesn't actually always have to be visible light. Things such as X-ray can excite the molecules inside, or the atoms rather, and cause them to emit light. You might have seen that, such as like when they turn on the it's not the collider, the nuclear reactors. Some of the new ones, they've got those really cool videos up, and when they turn the reactor on, you see the glow. Oh, that's pretty cool. But they've got all sorts of different experiments they run, and as we heard last night on the podcast from Man Lambo, apparently they can run neutron detectors next to those and just put up a neutron detector next to the reactor and do some experiments with that instead of X-rays. So that's wild. But those kinds of things can all cause excitation in the atoms and cause them to emit the light. So that's what we see as phosphorescence, is that emission of the energy of the excited molecules. So let's go ahead and look at some of those beauties. I got to pull chat back up here because I had that diagram pulled up and missed a lot of that. Oh, that's right. Greg's busy today. He's off to hang out with some family. He's going to have to rewatch later, unfortunately. Well, thanks for dropping in, Greg. I forgot he did say that in the Discord.
How dare you, Greg? You're forgiven.
Loki bought a UV light to see if any of their rocks glow. Nice. So how did that turn out for you, Loki? Did you find a bunch of awesome glowy bits? Hey, Rocky Mountain, how's it going? Welcome in. We're just gonna get shown off some UV pretties as I talk about some of the typical UVs that or some of the reactive stuff that we know that fluoresces, such as sodalite here, aka these are famous Euchre lights. These are ones that were given to me by Angie. And these are some of the most, I want to say almost boring without the light, without the UV light. Get my other light turned on here. Sodalite, the Euchre lights, they don't look like they'd be much without the UV turned on. Look like a pretty simple rock, but the way those ones react with the black light is pretty awesome. As I drop one. The sphere just rolled away. Sorry for that. A little bang. It's got a little bit of chalcedony in there. Or quartz, possibly. And put those back on these little stands that Angie gave me as well. Pretty cool little stands. So this one's a septarian nodule. Let me turn off this other light. Actually, let me turn off the big light. Sounds like Tyler's still over there digging around, pulling out even more rocks. So this is what's known as a septarian nodule. And I've got a couple forms of these. That's one that Angie sent me. And here's one that I found as a child. I probably found this some 20 years ago. This has been one of the things that's lingered the longest in the collection. And it was a large geotype. Smashed it open. We had a bunch of these when I was a kid. Most of them are lost, gone, given away, thrown away. Don't know why my parents got such cool rocks. But I managed to hang on to that one.
That's really cool.
Then we've got oh yeah, I guess I didn't mention. Oops. So I mentioned the other one was a sodalite. Inside of these is usually a type of calcite that causes the glowing. And you can see it's like there's host rock inside there that's a hard, kind of almost cubic formation, and then it gets a crust layer on the outside of it, causing those like little cubic formations of, I believe it's like just a calcium carbonate, and then it gets filled in with chalcedony and quartzy bits over time. So it's a little mix of quartz and calcite. This is some wild gypsum that I found. Call this one the monster tooth. Jackie, so yeah, septarian nodules form. I don't remember exactly how. I feel like a couple channels have mentioned that. But they are very similar to geodes. They form in that nodule shape. Some of them are geodes and, in fact, have a nice hollow cavity in them. But I do believe they were some type of like mudstone that had gassy bubbles in it. And that's how you get all these like cubic bricks of a really hard stone. But they were like, I don't know, not really sure. That's one I probably could have looked up and we'll maybe look up for next time. Looks like Tyler's getting ready to show us some goodies here now.
Just kind of get some,
Got the lights off.
making sure I got everything lined up all right before. Let's get
I've never
mud
heard.
ball, basically.
Yeah, I've never heard a septarian called a fossil before.
Septarian nodules can have fossils inside them. They can contain fossils similar to a concretion, but I don't believe a septarian is a fossil itself. Um,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken, like I have a septarian egg here. I believe these lines and stuff like that are cracks that are left in mud that are filled in, get filled in with mineral rich water and, they do its thing. I believe that's how they form. I don't think it's a fossil, unfortunately.
So the rainbow moonstone has a crazy glow in the black light. And I'm actually not sure, um, given the way this material is, I'm actually not sure if that's really glowing and reacting or if it's just reflecting because the black light's kind of purple and the way this moonstone is might, I don't know. Do you know if moonstone's reactive or just reflective?
I believe it is reactive. I don't. It's hard to tell. Kill some of your extra light.
Yeah, I did. That's just background light. Unfortunately, I can't get rid of any more. So I've got this really big window, but we've got this gap, or it's a loft, and so there's a big gap down there that goes down to the bottom story. So I can't even reach that window to close those blinds.
Dang.
It's okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. As Jackie mentioned, it is a feldspar.
Oh, Rocky Mountains, and what's up?
Yeah. I said hello to him earlier. Sorry. Might have been.
Grabbing some more pretties.
So here's that one that I mentioned is, I believe, a sodalite, but it's pyrite. So it's a sodalite filled with pyrite. I'm thinking I've got a few pieces of this. I'm thinking I might do something where I like um, polish one of them up, kind of like the Uperlite sphere. There, you can see all the sparkle. I got this from the place that's full of pyrite and galena. So there's a chance it's also galena, but look, there you can see the pyrite. That golden fool's gold color. Actually, that might be galena there and pyrite there, because that's kind of silver. So yeah, this came from the mine that's full of the galena and pyrite mix. But it's got an insane glow like a Uperlite, and it's throughout the rock. This actually might be the one I broke open. Got to catch up with that here. I know we missed a few things. And get my drink. That is a really bad image on my screen. I don't know why it seems to be so low quality. There we go. Okay, good. So, got people saying hi to Rocky Mountain. Just sold a few things. Nice, Rocky Mountain. Getting sales is always nice. I need to have a live sale. I've got a bunch of goodies. I've been giving out a lot recently, and doing a bunch of trades. I just set up another trade with someone where I'm going to be sending them, I think, I don't remember what I told them, maybe 6 calves of some moss agate, and they're going to wrap a couple and send a couple of them wrapped back to me and keep the rest for themselves to wrap.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm doing that with 2 people right now. One of them, I already sent him a bunch of random calves. He's over on TikTok and he does some pretty cool wraps. And then this other person, I don't know if they use YouTube or not, but they use like TikTok and Instagram and whatnot. And her name is Allie, but she got into wrapping it. She does tons of crystal cells and live cells, but she got into wrapping and I was like, yeah, I'll send you some of these. You can wrap some and send them back. It's got the little Charmander Youper there.
Okay.
Youpermander. Bad kitty. You hear me, Lisa's cat? Bad kitty. I forgot your name, but bad kitty. She said her cat knocked the phone off.
Oh,
The
what a dang cats.
So yeah, did you look up any little things you have to tell everyone about phosphorescence?
Uh, there wasn't much, and you kind of already said it with your explanation. So
Oops.
you stole my line, man. Just kidding.
That's why I was like, I'm gonna try not to touch on it. One's a big old slab of graveyard plume.
That's pretty. All right, so this is the one that I found that I don't know. I don't know what this is, but it's very, very, very reactive, even in regular light.
Dang. Yeah. That's. Do you think it's like a phosphorus? Or wait, the chat's covering it up for me. I'm trying to see it.
I don't
Huh.
know. The only things I've seen that's that green is like the Thompsonite or Willemite or whatever the heck that stuff is called. I'm not too sure. I
Yeah,
have
it's
to look at that
probably.
one. But yeah, here, let me put these lights off real quick. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Willemite, something like that. But yeah, look at it in the dark.
Wow. That's crazy.
Super, super bright. No, unfortunately, no phosphorescence though. Really pretty. Yeah, it's that pink crystal-y stuff. Oh, what up, Travis?
Hey, Travis. Can anyone guess what this one is in my blacklight?
Farmar.
Hey, cheater.
How am I cheating?
Oh, because I know you knew. I didn't really notice the little green veins in it before, though.
That's really cool. Let's see. Yeah, so I kind of separated mine into sections. I mean, I can get closer to certain pieces I'll pick up. But we got the Uperlite area. That's the Uper potato back there. That one's massive. Got the fossil plates in the very, very back.
Dang.
Then
This
we've
one.
got some Petoskey's. Oh, which I don't know if I. Oh, snap. Hold on. There's that big Petoskey that I just polished on live the other day that I just brought out here, but I don't know where I put it.
This one's so reactive that even with my lights on, it still just pops. Look at the color. This one's got marcasite in it. That's all marcasite there.
Catch you later, Rocky Mountain.
Yeah, thanks for dropping in.
This is the one I was looking for. Since we were looking at those potassiums. This is the one that I just polished.
Very nice. Is that the one you polished?
Yeah.
Why can't I spell Marcosite?
I don't know what this one is right here. This one I'm a little confuzzled on. It's another one that came from one of those boxes of random minerals. So I want to say sodalite because it's orange, but I don't know. But yeah, look at it now, and then we'll flip that off and hit it with the UV light.
Oh, interesting. That's a crazy color.
Super bright.
It's like all the petrified wood I have.
Yeah, I've got a stack of it over here too. If I can zoom out. Yeah.
Yeah, here's pardon me. Here's a bag full of petrified wood, and it's got a lot of orange to it.
I think I already need to swap batteries on my light. Granted, I was also using and checking everything before I laid it all out. I took off this coat that I've got on. It ain't doing me any good. Yeah, that's pretty.
This one's actually a partial carbonization. I'm not sure what it was. It might have been a piece of carbonized wood. It's like partially petrified and partially carbonized. I found it in the ash layers in Oregon.
That's cool. Oh, hey, Karen. Welcome to the.
Oh, hello, Karen. Haven't shown enough phosphorescence, so here's some turritella. Oh, actually, that's not. But it does phosphorus. But here's some turritella agates, and they both have a little phosphorescence, but it might be a little too bright to see it. Let's see. Yeah, a little too bright in here. It's not as brilliant as the opals. I think this one actually, it's the most right there on that broken part. So right on the top. There. Oh, yeah, that one showed some for right on the top there, right above my thumb. Kind of a green, lingering glow. This one, I don't remember what this is. It's a type of jasper, or at least I think I was told. But it's got some green, lingering glow in there.
All right. I need to get closer to these, so I'm putting the tripod up for now. But I got some phosphorescence. Ones with phosphorescence are kind of hanging out over here. These ones all back here, aside from the one with the calcite. These all have water opal inside of them. And that water opal has some really awesome phosphorescence.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like the glow to those. Ooh, yeah, that's a good little lingering glow.
Oh, yeah. This one's really cool. Oh, and then while we're loose, we'll take a closer look at some different things. I think this calcite might have some phosphorescence. A little bit, which this one's really interesting. Normally the phosphorescence that I encounter is like a greenish, but this one, when it has phosphorescence, it stays red. for a quick second. Which I don't understand why there's a difference in color.
Yeah, can see that little lingering glow there.
See, it has like two waves of it. It goes red, then green.
A little hard to see on the camera, but yeah, I can see a
I'm trying to get as best I can.
little bit.
All right, here we go. This will be a good one. It's going to go like red and then green.
It's just like a color shift in the different wavelengths.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Perfect for that chart that I was shown and talking about, I guess.
Oh, no, don't leave this.
The different excitations of the molecules. And I guess one's just longer than the other. Ignore that they're colored here because it's not like green and then red light, but I'm guessing it's just whatever we're seeing on yours here is, the one color and then the next. It just takes a little longer for the reaction. Definitely need to learn more about all that, and I'm sure I will as I get a little further in my geology studies.
Got a little bit more calcite over here. I wonder if it's going to do the same thing. Hey, look at that. Calcite from the same location does the same thing. It's red. It's really cool. Then we have some of these crazy. These are the Kentucky, or not Kentucky, Keokuk ones Chris was talking about with the crazy phosphorescence.
Oh yeah.
Really, really awesome. And then these ones here I really like too because it normally when we talk about UV reactions and stuff like that, we're thinking of a bright color and stuff like that. But you can see in this geode, there's some darker spots. That is the UV reaction of the dolomite. So it doesn't absorb it and make it bright. It absorbs it and just completely eats it all away. So these ones here that have those black spots, that's dolomite.
It's dolomite, baby. I just think of the professor on Futurama. That's dolomite, baby.
Then moving down here, we've got some Kentucky agate. This one here is a Kentucky agate. Don't think the Kentucky has any phosphorescence.
That's got a wild design in it, though.
Oh yeah, that stuff is wicked. Some
Here's
Kentucky over here.
here's an equally weird one. This one's got some organics on it, so you can see the chalcedony glow and then all the organics in between.
That's really cool.
It was a tubular agate that I found and partially polished.
All right, I keep almost dropping my light, so I'm going to put the little safety band around my wrist so I don't drop it on something and break it. This one is from Mexico. This is from Tim and Andrea.
Oh, hey, yeah, I've got one of those. I think that might be not the same kind. I thought this one's from Mexico, though. Mexican sugar geode.
Oh, and then here we go. This is just a little tease. Hopefully you guys recognize that geode. That's the counterpart of it. This one also has some really, really awesome phosphorescence. Check this out. I love that. Just watch right in here with that yellow and then the other color out there. It like separates with the phosphorescence. It's so cool. It like bleeds out.
That's pretty cool.
Like the little bit in the middle takes a little bit longer and then the rest kind of fades out. But that is the other half of this beautiful geode right here. Let's see this one too. So awesome. This is a Kentucky geode. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this is the geode that is in my logo on my channel. We got some dogtooth calcite right over on that side and some other really wicked. I'm sorry that we're keeping you guys from making your videos.
Right, I was just reading that. Like,
Then we got this right here. A big old jar of goodies. Got some fluorite. Fluorite, euboites, petrified wood. Really hard to hold it and show it. But that normally chills out on the shelf. Then making sure we're not going to step on anything. We get into some, this is some sodalite that was sent in from Greg. So this is from up in Canada. Don't think we got any phosphorescence in that. Got some calcite here that's probably going to phosphoresce. Yeah. And I think, Karen, Travis, I don't know if you guys were in when I showed this earlier. I am not sure
Oh yeah.
on what this is. I believe it is willemite. But what do you guys think? It was in a box of an old mineral collection.
Yeah, opinions on the crazy glow.
And in a moment, I'll show you what it looks like under regular light. But all that green is crystals. It's like a pinkish crystal, like almost like a grapefruit colored crystal. Really, really weird.
Greenomite. Travis says it's greenomite.
All right, then getting over here, we get back to some potassium.
I
Couple
so
of octahedrons of fluorite. Oh, this piece right here. This is really cool. This is hyalite. So this is the same stuff that's inside of the Indiana geodes that have really good phosphorescence, except this is much higher quality. This is, I believe, from Indonesia. It's hyalite on a piece of topaz.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
And I'm not running out of hands to try and. There we go. But this stuff does not have phosphorescence, so it's really, really strange.
Like this?
Oh, that's pretty.
I think it's the same. I was told it's possibly a piece of halite that came with my opal.
But yeah, looking at it under regular light is really pretty though. It's like crystal clear.
Oh wow. Yeah, mine is milky white.
Zoom in really quick. Where you can see it's like little globs, little round.
Crazy. Yeah, I
I
think
think
that
I
would be
think
awesome.
globular. I think that is the term, globular growth of
Yeah,
it.
that's
But
awesome.
what's cool, so that's the one from Indonesia. But if you look inside of this geode right here, it's the one from Indiana that has the phosphorescence on it. And we look right inside of there, bada bang. Look what's growing right on top of that quartz.
Oh, nice. Little globular growth there.
Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
looks like,
Yes, halite is a form of opal.
yeah, hyalite. Halite is salt. Hyalite.
Halite opal. I say so many things wrong.
But yeah, really, really cool. Actually, I think I have, where is it at? I have a regular flashlight here too. Hopefully it's not too much light. Try.
That's on the other one that you sent me.
Yeah.
I guess I get it to show it just for fun here.
Excuse me. All right. But yeah, there it is. Like I said, it's not nearly as clear, and I think that has a lot to do with uh, the phosphorescence of this one. I think it's got more, for lack of a better term, impurities. Come on, get off of the screen. So annoying to try and zoom out and then it just rolls chat. I'm like, come on now. That's not what I'm trying to do. Yep, there it is.
It's got that little tip on it.
But yeah, hyalite. It has a trade term or trade name of water opal, and it gets the opal name not from the flash of opal, but it comes from that UV reaction, that crazy intense UV reaction. Welcome, caveman.
Hello, caveman. I'm trying to hold this thick geode with one hand and the blacklight with the other to try and show.
Yeah, dude, that's I was just trying to do. That's why I'm like, tripod's coming back.
This one's got a light phosphorescence.
Yeah, it's probably much more apparent if you're in total dark. And then moving over here a little more. These are some really nice specimens of fluorite and some minerals here from Illinois. So I'm going to show all these in regular light, and then we'll turn the lights off and check them out under the UV. Some of these we have seen before, but it's the UV special. Come on now.
That blacklight, got to show off all the blacklight goodies. Like this one, ruby and fuchsite.
Hey, I got some of that.
Oh, wow, look at the red on yours.
Like, it doesn't even look real. It looks like it's animated on my screen.
Right? That's insane.
Pretty wicked. I haven't even done anything to that one either, really. Let's see with these lights off. Sorry, sidetracked.
Yeah, no. That was my bad.
I want to see this one in the dark. Oh man, look at that. That is wicked.
Wow.
Okay. So, as I was saying, some of these ones I'm about to show you as I relocate my lights back where they need to be to clear shadows.
Little hair stuck in there. This one's pretty green in the black light.
I need somebody to invent. I know it's not possible. I need Bluetooth light bulbs. All right, I'm tired of wires getting in the way. Somebody start working on it, please. Be rich.
No, you can't work on that. You'll disappear.
Right?
uh, yeah,
Okay.
quite a color change. I love when they go from like bluish, bluish gray to then just like green.
So this here also has some mystery minerals on it. I'm not 100% sure of. All those
Ooh,
golden, like amber looking crystals, I
wow.
have no idea what they are. These lead looking crystals are exactly that. It's lead. It's galena, native galena from Illinois. And on this side, we got a whopping dogtooth calcite crystal. Really, really cool. I don't think this one has got any fluorite in it, but I have another piece very similar to this, like little host that it's hanging out on. Right here, this one you can see it's got a couple fluorite cubes hanging out. Is that what those crystals are? Is sphalerite? I've just never
Yeah,
seen for color.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
Look at.
Wow, yeah, that's awesome. Did you find those where'd you?
No, these are from my buddy Jared, who he lives down south in southern Illinois, and he got these from a collection, I believe. Somebody was selling near him. But yeah, look at that. Look at those. I don't know. This is yeah. I haven't. I don't think I've looked this close at this piece. Okay, because that looks like it could be a sphalerite crystal point, but then that's completely different than the galena. But that's also completely different than these golden ones, unless it's the same thing. And that's just like a deeper color.
Yeah, this is the galena. Galena I find in Utah, but it's full of silver. If you melt this down and smelt it, it's like a galena that's very silver rich.
Oh, that's really cool. So that one there is really cool. But if you have galena in your collection and you handle it, please don't put your fingers in your mouth afterwards because it's lead. You know, don't
Not
do
only
it.
it can actually contain mercury as well as sometimes small bits of arsenic.
Oh yeah,
The
there's a
yeah,
lot more danger things in there. Okay, this is another chunk of Illinois fluorite. I love this one because there's so many different things going on in it. You've got some gold, some purple, some white.
Whoa. That's wild.
Really, really dark down here. And just wait till you see it underneath the UV light. It's crazy. This by far is my favorite piece that I got from that trade with Jared. Look at the etching in this. How stinking beautiful that is. And the fact that it's from Illinois and it's not, not that I'm discrediting other specimens. I've wanted my entire life to have a very nice, like museum quality specimen of Illinois fluorite. They stopped mining it years and years, decades before I was even a thought. And
Yeah.
it's very hard to find the stuff, and it is very, very expensive if you do find it.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that one.
And it's
Yeah.
got pretty blue into the purple up here. Very, very nice stuff. Shout outs to Jared for that. All my Illinois fluorite comes from Jared. Some stuff, so like that there is something that he collected, the pieces of like host rock and stuff with pieces sticking out. I have it. I think it's put inside somewhere. But he even gave me a core sample, a drilled core sample from the tailing piles that he found. That's got calcite and fluorite and veins running through it. So awesome! Like that is perfect. I love that Illinois was known for it back in the day. I hate that it was overly done and depleted, and we can't go and do it anymore. But to have that little tidbit is really cool. Um, yeah, and then this piece here is also from Illinois. Got some more really pretty colors, nice blues. But this stuff underneath the UV is incredible. So let's check that out really quick. Oh, sorry. Wait, one more I want to pick up and show before we do the UV is this one here.
Oh yeah.
But just wait. You see those little things floating inside of there? Those are also UV reactive. So I have another one of these as well. This one belongs to Jared. I'm going to be polishing it and sending it back to him, or probably hand delivering it to him the next time we meet up. And I have another one inside that's, I believe, is on Paisley's shelf, also going to be polished. But that one is cool because it's blue, and then like right around here, it kind of switches layers and it goes to kind of blue, purple, blue, and then it changes completely to purple on the other end. Now we can flip these lights off. Get the
Now
start off.
while you're doing that, here's some more galena I found. Big old nasty chunk of it. That is
Well,
crystals.
check that out.
Dang. I love how it's got the little like I don't want to call it snow. It's like raining. Oh, I don't even know. Just the little specks of it. That's so cool.
Yeah, it's really, really awesome. That's a really wicked piece. And we have that bigger chunk that was just blue, but when you turn it and things, you start to see it also has some phantom layers inside of there that are
Oh
showing
yeah.
those little extra chunks that are stuck in between the layers.
Love that.
And this was the chunk that was really, really dark. The layers going through this one too. This is that corner that is, and in regular light, is almost like jet black. Look how pretty that is.
Nice.
I think a couple of these I'm going to try and do just like a crazy freeform. Just throw them on the wheels, start right at the polishing pads. And then this is the cubed specimen. Super blue, super awesome. Not quite doesn't have any like extra glowy bits inside like that yellow. I mean, a couple darker specks. And then to make it a little easier. I really love this big chunk here that's got some host rock left on it. Because look at all the colors that are in that. You got
Yeah,
orange there, you got blue, you got pink, you got yellows, purples, some more oranges and yellows down there. Just beautiful. Ugh, try not to drop it on everything. You got another vein of that blue in there.
that's one of the things I love about the rainbow petrified wood. Like this one,
Mm.
it's got in the light a lot of colors, but even in the black light, a few colors. Not as wide of a range as that one, but
And even this piece here. This is like a triangular piece that's got some really good color. Super pretty stuff. All right, I'm gonna flip my lights on and hand it back to you for a little bit.
hey, you just like went through the table, didn't you?
Yeah,
Halfway. You got so many.
yeah. Hey, my twin.
What is up?
What is up, my friend?
HCH in the house.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna ask you really quick. I'm gonna ask him before you take over. Sorry.
Oh yeah, go for it. No.
Where did you go? Oh, there it is. My twin, my friend. What would you say that is? We're kind of leaning towards Willemite. So that's it under regular light.
It's
And then you add the UV and it goes crazy. So yeah. Anybody
crazy.
has any idea? Please share. So I'm curious. I'll hand it back to you. Oh hey, I got some of that.
Yeah, you got that
Uh,
slab. You took the slab off of this.
yeah, my slabs are all in the organized and everything, but there's just a lot of stuff on my workbench right now. I couldn't get to them, so I don't think I would have had space out here to put slabs out too that glowed.
Yeah. Well, and this is a similar material. This is also the graveyard. That's the one I was showing earlier. The glow on that is just crazy, and even in the light, this one is probably one of the strongest glowing ones I have because there it is, even in the normal light. But then with the ring light fully on it, it still reacts. None of the other ones show that strong in the normal light. These are just reactive. So I guess some of the other goodies I didn't show that we can get to would be when I went to Utah, I went out to my dad's property, we found all these. And I brought it home and cut one up, but that's what it looked like on the outside. I could see some of that and polish this side a bit. Yeah, cut into it, and it was a very interesting lined agate. Let me grab the black light. The sun is shining right in this window now, so it's getting really bright in here, but I was not expecting that crazy, crazy glow to these. And now next time I go back out there, I'll be for sure taking my black light and trying to go out to that area in the evening or maybe a little after sunset or something and walk around with the black light and see what we can find. 'Cause obviously there's some pretty cool stuff. I don't know if Tyler stepped away or not. Um, sounded like he muted his mic and maybe he stepped away.
No, I muted for. I got
No,
some.
you're good.
I don't want to scare anybody. My sneezing can be loud. I get that.
Yeah, I was gonna try and catch up with chat. I was just gonna say, did you see what HCH said? Said
Yeah,
I
he
have
said,
trouble with rocks in my own state.
I was just curious. I wasn't expecting an ID. I was just curious.
Yeah, I just wanted to point that out and see if you saw that.
I saw.
There's a little more of that petrified wood, and this is the one that's got chalcedony in it, but it's got just a crazy glow, and it's weird because most of that looks the same, that's like the ash, just doesn't react the same. And then I got this pretty cool one. This is the one that still hasn't actually been identified if it was like a plant or a tube worm. Someone said it was maybe a palm wood, but it doesn't make sense because none of it's lined up. Whoops. It's like a whole bunch of little tubular growths. When you look up here, it actually looks like a tube agate. So if anyone has an actual ID on this, I'd also appreciate that. A couple people have had some guesses, but no one's been positive. But it's awesome in the black light. Been waiting to make a cab out of this one. And then Tyler should have, he's got the other one of this. I meant to ask him before the podcast to get it out. Do you have your oolitic one around, Tyler? One that's like a little bacterial growth or like little oolites?
Um, I don't know which one you mean.
Oh, I thought maybe I sent you a piece of this. So you had one as well. It's like little bacterial colony growths. Like,
Oh,
see there, it's like almost like rings on a tree, but they're bacteria colonies
I'm not sure where that one's. That one's in a box.
or single-celled organisms, rather.
Probably stromatolites. Honestly, because look. Hold on, where is that?
Oh, why is it blocking? He said "stupid brain" and it blocked it. That's funny. The chat auto blocked that comment. Weird. It's not even offensive.
Because like you see those swirls here in this stromatolite that I've got.
Yeah. When I posted this on Reddit at one point and asked, and someone I think said it was something like oolites. Like they're I think similar to stromatolites, but they are in like these really tiny colonies or something. I have no idea. Jackie says those don't look like the oolites I find. Those are those oohs are easier to see. Those O's. Yeah, I'm not sure, Jackie. I was gifted that piece. I want to say tarnished tarnished Viking, I believe, sent me that one. If not, it was maybe another person. But did anyone have any questions for us before we get to looking at some of the stuff that people have submitted to the show and tell? Before we look at the show us the pretties room. They have to be. You believe they have to be smaller than like? Okay. I'll look into that more because again, I'm just going off what someone told me when I showed that piece off because I wasn't sure what it was. So flip this around. Zoom it in. We're going to look at some of these pretties people have been sharing. This is one of the reasons to join our Discord because people share some pretty awesome pictures. So here's some more Galena. This one was shared by Matthew. That it's ancanthite silver sulfide from Hongda Mine in China. That's pretty cool. And then, oh, that was something we talked about last time. Those are the Crawley Ridge. I think he posted those in the wrong room. So I don't remember, but I think we showed those last time. Did no one post any new goodies for us to show? No one showed us any new pretties for the show and tell, it looks like.
How dare you? You're all fired.
Right? I thought there was more than this, but Matthew's one of the only people who shared any new goodies with us for this week. So you all have a mission, and your mission is to join our Discord and share your pretty rocks that you want us to show on the podcast next time on Tyler's channel. And we're going to do, I think we're going to try, are we going to maybe aim for doing the acid one next time and do some dissolving in acid stuff?
Yeah, that's
Gonna, yeah, cool. So yeah, Tyler's got to go pick up some new acid.
Yeah, I thought I still had more in the bucket, but I do not.
Oops. Sorry, let me try and rearrange this here real quick. And I think some of the only other goodies I didn't really show in the blacklight were just some more of the Oregon finds. And this weird one.
Oh yeah, Lisa, we're doing acid next time.
Yeah, I almost named this episode the Blacklight and Acid Special, but Tyler was out of acid, so we're doing a blacklight special. Let me move my other light over here. Okay, so this one is a weird piece of a chert-like material. It's very lightweight. You can see the kind of almost waxy texture there. But it's a chert or flint-like material from Utah. It would nap really easily, but it's got wild colors in it. And especially in the black light. Let me get this light off. And look at that in the black light. It really shows a lot more detail. And then we've got this other one is a chalcedony. I shouldn't say other one because it's not a flint. But some more little goodies that were sitting on my table that I didn't show off. And a little thunder egg bit there.
Nice. Yeah, you got the reins. I'm cold. I gotta turn my heaters on and stuff. Just warming up real quick.
Yeah, we won't go too terribly long because I know cold for you out there. Here's one that Lisa sent that I started slicing up. This is a chunk of Montana agate. Not that it has a strong UV or anything, but it's got a little bit of UV. And I just happened to grab it with some other things.
Gave you a little hard time cutting it, huh?
Yeah, let's see how thick this one ended up. I'm doing it by hand. That's not one I'm going to look for iris in. Can you imagine how long it would take to grind that down?
I just cut it in half again. I
Right,
mean, mine's thin enough I could do that.
right.
Hey, what up, Ken? How you doing, my friend?
Oh, this was the other one I forgot. Most importantly, okay. This was another one from Lisa.
Nice. I got one of those.
Have you checked it in the blacklight?
Yeah, this one pops in the black light too.
Yeah. My other ones do, but this one had a unique.
Oh. Yeah, mine doesn't do that. That's really cool.
I don't know what that is on the end there. But it looks like it got kind of agatized or opalized right there. Replace that bit with some opal or something.
That's cool. Heck, you never know. It could be all that inside. Whole inside could be whatever that's been replaced with.
Right? Because look, it almost looks like it's been chipped away there. That might be the inside that's exposed.
Yeah, it looks like this piece of the shell was missing, so they polished it down. That might be an interesting one to save and slice open if you ever got a hyper thin blade to use.
Just cut it right down the middle.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, I think. I mean, you don't have to.
No, it would be cool, but yeah, I'd also be worried risking this one. I'd want to get some other ones, but that wouldn't tell us what's inside that one.
Right.
So let's see. I'm not sure that there's anything else I didn't really show off here. Oh, I was showing this in the background, but didn't talk about it while you were showing yours off. This is an opal I pulled out of Oregon. It's not precious opal, but it's a big old chunk of opal, a little bit gemmy, and it's got a little bit of a glow in the UV.
My throat's real dry. I was sipping on a Gatorade, but I ran out, so I'm kind of like not having a way to wet my whistle. That's why I keep muting when I have little coughing fits. I
Yeah,
think
it does
I'm cold.
doesn't help being out with those heaters too. Like those heaters make the air much more dry.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's hard right now. I'm cold, but I got that camping feeder like right in my face. It's definitely not helping.
So it's a big old chunk of quartz and galena and silver, but it's also from an area that is known to contain, mercury, lead. There was a arsenic mine in the area. So this is one of those that as soon as I handle it, I always go wash my hands.
Good call. Lick it. Oh my goodness.
It's got some nice crystal points in there. And then I was showing this off while you were talking about your galena, but this is heavy. It's just kind of crazy how heavy galena is. Pick it up and it's like way heavier than it should be, or than you would think it would be, rather.
Oh yeah,
Super
definitely. I've
heavy.
got a couple of my specimens of it are super heavy. I don't have any that's real pretty metallic looking like that though. That's freaking gorgeous.
It doesn't stay this way for long. It does oxidize pretty heavily.
Mm-hmm.
That's one that I broke open only about sometime last year. I broke this piece open, and after a while, it'll get really dull and gray, and then end up looking more like all this. It weathers away, rust appears in some of it. But at one point or another, this was all super pretty and silver as well when it first came out, first exposed. I just realized my chat was down on the other screen. Okay, didn't miss much. Well, I'll let you take it back over and show some rocks while I go wash my hands now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I I haven't really got a whole lot left to show. All right, let me see. Actually, I think I got a gallon of OJ in the fridge. Let me see if I can take it before I start talking. Aha! I do. All right.
Okay, well, I'm back then. All right.
Tyler wants to go on where it's warm. You ain't wrong.
Well, and I've got work in just a little bit here. I'm actually scheduled to start working very shortly on a DoorDash shift. Schedule a long one tonight, so I'm going to go grab a little snack, have a quick bite to eat, and
We can
before.
wrap it if you want. That's fine. Let's say the only thing I didn't really show was like the fossil plate and back, but it's all good.
Oh yeah, no, show it off. Love it. Yeah, I didn't get all my fossil plates out. I figured I'd save some of that for if we do. I mean, we'll definitely show off more blacklight stuff in the future. This won't be the only time or the last. Like, definitely won't be the last time.
I feel like if we keep this podcast going, there's probably gonna have to be like at least a yearly, maybe a bi-yearly, because we we trade a lot with a lot of different people, so our collections are always growing. So this one right here is a fossil plate. This is from the St. Leon road cut. It's out in Indiana, but it's near the border of Ohio. And this fossil plate is kind of just like a big old smorgasbord of gastropods, lots of different bivalves and things like that. But what's really cool about these is, oh, let me see. I'll move this other one over here real quick. So I brought two fossil plates out. You can see this one here as well. Lots and lots of fossils. They're just basically death plates. But for some reason, underneath the UV light, they look like, oh, they look like euphorites.
Oh yeah.
So let's zoom in really quick. I mean, not 100% like euphorites, you know, in the sense that it's got like a similar orangish, yellowish color. This one here is a little more orange. But yeah, really cool. These are what normally sit in the very back of my UV shelf.
Yeah, I don't know where my really big fossil plates were. Oh, I
But
guess.
it's really cool how much of the detail of some of these fossils you can still see, even through the UV reaction. Like that piece right there, you can still see the ridges of the shell and stuff. Really, really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, that's the last one I got. Everything else I touched on. So
Yeah, I guess I'll finish up with this guy then, the death potato.
yes, that's potato.
And instead of a fossil plate, it's a fossil potato, full of really cool shells. I love this one, big one.
Yeah, that's sick. That's really awesome.
And then I like that some of it's agatized.
Where's that one from?
I found this one on my dad's property in Utah.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I found this one with all these striped, this agate that glows really green.
Dibs on the next one you find.
But yeah, where we find all the crinoids, whatever. That's where I pulled this guy. It was just sitting on the surface, and I saw this like pattern here, and I picked it up, and it's like, oh my gosh, this whole thing is just full of fossils.
Yeah, that's really epic.
Kind of like Turritella, but
Heck yeah. I need a piece. Next time you go out, whenever that is.
yeah, once we
Or hey, once our channels get to be like hundreds of thousands and we can do this full time, we
right,
can go wherever we want, man. I can't wait.
that would be great. Yeah, otherwise I do plan on being out there plenty because we have family in Utah. It's where we're from. So I'll definitely be out there to visit at some point, and we're trying to move back west. So by the end of this year, we'll be leaving New York most likely. What is that? That's the way your light focuses?
Yeah, it's my flashlight. It focuses down and normally it just shows like a grid.
Yeah, it looked almost like square. I was like,
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
yeah, that's a trip.
I,
Anyway.
I did it on my on the on my garage, and it looks like the front end of a Jeep. Like
So
it's strange. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. But yeah, definitely, that'd be cool.
yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up, and next time we'll be dissolving some things in some vinegar, iron out, and acid. We'll be cleaning up some rocks as well as breaking down some things. And
Y'all can at least see my face once. I don't really show my face. It's too cold.
Tyler.
But hey, hi everybody. We're ending. Bye. But yeah, definitely next time, will be episode 5. Will be hosted here on my channel. We are going to be working on doing some cleaning. I'll have the muriatic acid. He will be working with some iron out. and now we have a couple weeks. Maybe we'll be able to make something happen where we can send each other some stuff, so we have the same stuff to be working with 100% instead of just finding things similar. Um,
Yeah, I'm also going to start on a piece now and do a video on it that the results I'll be able to show during the podcast. But it's a very large chunk of calcite from Herkimer that has some of the Herkimers hopefully inside of it. I think I showed you
yeah,
yesterday. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's a cool piece. So yeah, that one's gonna be a fun one. And once again, it's gonna be 2 weeks from today. I believe we're gonna have it on Saturday. I think Saturdays we're gonna be sticking with. We did one show on a Friday, but that was like during holidays and stuff, so we were just kind of rolling with it. But yeah, so 2 weeks from now, and then as normal, even number episodes are here on Chris's channel. Odd numbers are over on my channel. So next time we were live, you're going to be looking for my channel and the notification from it that way. And I think within the next, no, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 episodes of the podcast, we're going to start experimenting with bringing on some additional people and see how that works. Because right now, Chris is the host, so he can't lead the stream. But in theory, I would be able to lead the stream, and somebody else would be able to join in and join the conversation and things like that. So we're going to kind of see an experiment, find somebody who wants to do it. So if you're watching and you've got a channel and it's something you're interested in, Travis, let us know. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. Also, everybody, make sure when you talk to Greg, bully him and make sure he's making videos and editing videos because he's gonna be starting a channel. So
Yeah.
keep pushing him. Don't let him slack.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Greg, watch this later. You get on that. You better be getting on
yeah,
that. Yeah. Yeah, Travis, you. Who you? Yeah, you.
right. Yeah, we were thinking about it, but yeah, I'll message you, Travis, and we'll talk. But yeah, I think that is pretty much it. Hopefully, you
Yep.
guys enjoyed this one. It was a little bit on the shorter side compared to some of our previous ones, but a lot of stones packed into it. I know my table is pretty full. Chris's table is pretty full, and hopefully maybe it gives you guys a little bit of a better understanding of what fluorescence and phosphorescence is, or if it didn't give you a better understanding, maybe now it helps you pinpoint some questions you have. And always feel free to join the Discord. It's going to be linked in the description, or you can email Chris, email myself, comment on this video. Always let us know if you have any other questions or topics, ideas you have for future podcast episodes, guests you would like to see on, Travis, and but unless Chris has got anything else, I think that's all.
Yeah, no, that's yeah, the likes, the comments, obviously subscribing, that helps us the most, sharing it around on your social medias, helping us
Yes.
get
Yeah.
more to make this podcast, more popular. More people in the chat's just going to be more fun for all of you. So invite your friends, if they're into rocks, get them in here, get them chatting, and get into our Discord if you're not in there already.
Yeah, you see somebody deciding to go live or put out a video when it's normally our time, let them know.
Thank you to everyone in the chat right now. Thank you again, HCH, all you guys. Yeah,
Always nice to my Heather. She's a queen. Try and get about tonight around 7:30. Sweet,
cool.
good man. I've got and yeah. Oh, 8:30 Central Standard Time tonight, right over there in my garage. We're cracking geodes.
Oh yeah, hey, Nightbot's not working. He
It's
just
not.
pointed out Nightbot hasn't been here all night. Wait, there it is. Okay. Yeah, Nightbot's up above. You just missed it. I see it.
Lacking. But yeah, tonight, 8:30 Central Standard Time, we are going to be cracking geodes like we do every Saturday. This is, I think, episode 3 of the season, 3 or 4 of season 3. The third year we've been doing this, so it's pretty crazy.
It'll
So
be right when I'm getting off work, so I'll just be able to join you. I should be getting off work right then. In fact, yep, I got to head out because my shift starts in 8 minutes.
yeah, get out of here. Thank you, guys.
Y'all have a good one. We'll see you later.